Good morning, Flagler County, and welcome to Veterans on Point, a WNZF radio show developed in mind for our county's beloved and respected veterans population and anyone else listening via internet or podcast. I'm your host, David Lyden, the Flagler County Veteran Services Officer, and naturally I'm here with my friend and colleague at the office, Eric Flores. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Dave, and good morning to all our listeners and people that watching our podcast using YouTube. And I hope, as always, that everybody's doing well health-wise. And good morning to...
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to live in Flagler County, you're lucky enough. And as you can see, if you're watching, that we have two guests in the studio. And that is Commandant Eddie Todd from the Marine Corps League here in Flagler County, and Joe Kowalski, who is also a former Flagler County Veteran of the Year, 2018. Both obviously former Marines, or Marines, as they like to say. Once a Marine, always a Marine. So they're going to catch us up on what's going on in the Marine Corps League here. So good morning, gentlemen, first of all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And they have an event, an annual event that's coming up in November, and so they're going to fill us in on that and some other things that their organization's up to. But before we get to that, I've got to remind you that, yes, Eric and I are your Flagler County Veteran Services Officers. We're at 1769 East Moody Boulevard in Bunnell. Phone number is 386-313-4014. We're there to help our veterans obtain their VA benefits and their surviving spouses and lots more. You know, we help with your defense finance accounting service, sometimes with retirements, with getting logged into VA.gov. All kinds of things. So give us a call and see how we can help you.
Absolutely.
Please do call and make an appointment. That helps us stay regimented and being able to help everybody and give them a due amount of time with their situation. So thank you for that. Our song of the week is going to be the Star Spangled Banner. It's an a cappella version by Timothy Hahn that I found on YouTube. So enjoy that. If you want to nominate a veteran for Veteran of the Week in the Palm Coast Observer, I encourage you to give Brent Warnoff an email at brent@observerlocalnews.com. Helps to have some pictures and some information, background about your favorite vet, whether that's your spouse, your cousin, your neighbor, your boyfriend, your girlfriend.
Your new commandant.
Your new commandant. Yeah.
There you go.
So,
Joe Gahat.
So, yeah, think about that. All right. So I want to also remind you and these two Marines that look like they need, their muscles and their bones, massage, because we're sponsored by Massage by Natalie and Company, and they're at 4871 Palm Coast Parkway, Northwest, Suite number 1 in Palm Coast. Their number 386-227-7499. Come on, all that boot camp that you had all that time ago. You got arthritis. You need to go you need a massage.
Hey, if I was them, I would put that in my agenda next time in the next meeting and then head that way after the meeting.
Massage by Natalie and Company.
We all need that.
Okay. Moving right along. So, we've got our League of Loyal Listeners that we like to thank for tuning in each week. And the leader of the League of Loyal Listeners is still Billy Jones.
Good morning.
Hello, Billy.
Thanks. Yeah, there we got Billy. You got Joe saying hi, Billy. So we've got Master Chief and his wife, Kay.
Shit me.
Master Chief Dan. And they're having an anniversary party coming up at San Cyr in August, and I think we're RSVPing. So
we'll be there, God willing.
We got here's a guy Jeff Kingdon. He's a member of your Marine Corps League and a member of many other service organizations in the county.
We should nickname him Woody.
Chairman. Woody, that's what you call him?
We should nickname him
Woody. Okay, I got you now.
If you want to find out where he lives, just go by his house. You don't have any trees around it.
No, it's barren. Talking Tom Piekarski, you guys know Talking Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Now we got Charlie Hanger and his wife, Jenny.
Great guys.
And we got Valerie, and we got Dennis Bird over there at the DAV, and we've got Sharon and Bill and Shane and Norman and Howard and Valerie and William and Holly, and we've got Jim and some bunch of Jameses, like James the male maid, and James T. Miller. What other Jameses we got? We got a Jim Howard, a Stephen Emmett, James M., David and Mrs. Martin, Mr. Holt, and James Lee the firefighter, and we got Bicycle Frank.
Dave,
we got
on my way home for lunch, I saw Bicycle Frank on this waist up.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like either asleep or something, but I think he ran out of fuel or battery or something.
Just stuck on the sidewalk.
He was stuck in the sidewalk. I did horn him, but he didn't see me. I hope you're well. You're doing well, Frank.
Nothing keeps Bicycle Frank down, so that's maybe just a minute in time.
Yeah, he was towing. He looked like a U-Haul, like a USPS. That thing, he was towing something. Another thing right after that, he got like 3 towings. One attached to the other.
He better watch out for the DOT with all those trailers he's pulling. We got the Gallaghers, and we got Bill, and who else we got here? Don, Delmer, Michael. And we can't forget the Franks. We got Frank Sr. and Frankie Jr.
Yes.
And there's another Frank, too, I was thinking of. But anyway, folks, that's our League of Loyal Listeners. We thank you for being out there and
thank you guys.
Checking in with us periodically. And so, we like to talk about history on this program. And so we're in our 19th week of doing profiling presidents, and this week is the President Rutherford B. Hayes. And Rutherford B. Hayes is often overshadowed by flashier historical figures, but his life brims with intriguing, lesser-known details that paint a complex portrait. Born in 1822 in Delaware, Ohio, Hayes was a bookish child shaped by a widowed mother who prized education. He graduated from Harvard Law School, but his early career as a Cincinnati lawyer revealed a fierce abolitionist streak. He defended runaway slaves in a court, a bold stance in a border state teetering on pro-slavery sympathies. Hayes' Civil War service is a hidden gem of his legacy. He joined the Union Army as a major, despite no prior military experience, and fought in brutal battles like South Mountain, where he was wounded 5 times yet refused to leave the field. His courage earned him a promotion to brigadier general, and he was later breveted major general, a nod to his gallantry. What's less known is that Hayes' war experience shaped his empathy. He pushed for veterans' pensions as president, a cause rooted in experience shaped from his own battlefield scars. Elected in 1876 in one of America's most controversial elections, Hayes' victory over Samuel Tilden hinged on a backroom deal, the Compromise of 1877. He agreed to end Reconstruction, pulling federal troops from the South, a move that secured his presidency but doomed African Americans to decades of Jim Crow oppression. Yet Hayes wasn't a one-dimensional villain here. He personally loathed slavery and pushed for education funds for black Southerners, a proposal Congress shot down. His diary reveals a man wrestling with the moral cost of his political bargain. Hayes' White House was a quirky stage. He and his wife, Lemonade Lucy, banned alcohol, earning mockery from Washington's elite. But the temperance stance reflected their deep Methodist faith. Less known is Hayes' fascination with technology. He installed the White House's first telephone in 1879, marveling at its wonderful potential. He also loved animals. His family kept a menagerie, including a cat named Piccolomini and a goat that roamed White House lawn. Post-President Hayes did not fade into obscurity. He championed prison reform, arguing that rehabilitation, not punishment, should guide the system, a radical view for the Gilded Age. He also served as a trustee for Ohio State University, pushing for accessible education. When he died in 1893, his last words, "I know that I am going where Lucy is," reflected his lifelong devotion to his wife. Hayes' story isn't flashy, but it's rich with contradictions. A principled man making messy compromises, a quiet reformer in a turbulent era. His legacy, often reduced to ending Reconstruction, deserves a second look for its quiet, quirky depth. And a quote of the week is from President Hayes. The only road, the sure road to unquestioned safety and success for all men and women of the United States is the straight road of honest industry, of honest thinking, of honest speaking, and honest living. And that's from the diary and letters of President Rutherford B. Hayes. So again, Eric, I know I learned a lot.
Wow, for being there like a quiet president, he did a lot to me.
I can't remember anything about him until I did the research.
Believe me, yes. I mean, you can hear a lot of presidents that they were more famous than him, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. That bio was powerful.
And, Charlie Hayes, who was here last week, he says he's a descendant of President Hayes. Yeah. So, Charlie, I hope you're listening.
Yes.
And
I hope you knew what we didn't know. So,
well, he's a good historian, so he may have known quite a bit of this. Yeah. So that brings us to the point where I remind everybody that drivers, the DAV is seeking volunteer drivers, just like Joe used to be years ago. Joe used to be a volunteer driver.
For a while, yes.
To take veterans from their homes to their VA appointments. So call the DAV at 386-439-2122 to find out how to become a volunteer driver and to help your fellow citizens and your veterans. You don't have to be a veteran to volunteer. You don't have to use your own vehicle because the DAV has VA vehicles for that purpose. You do have to be insurable, and you do have to have a brief physical with the VA. So contact DAV Chapter 86 at 386-439-2122 to find out how to become a volunteer driver, just like Joe used to do and just like I used to do.
For 4 years. Yeah. He said he served as a driver for 4 years. That's like a long time. That's good. Thank you.
So they're always needing drivers. There's the list goes up and down. So get on the list. It doesn't have to be something you do every day of the week. Maybe you do it one day a week. It's up to you. But at least if you're on the list, they have somebody to fall back, give a call to when a veteran needs to get to an appointment. So, all right. And now comes to the point in the program we get to talk to these Marines and find out what the Marine Corps League has been up to lately. So, Commandant Todd and Mr. Kowalski. Man, I can't believe I'm calling you Mr. Kowalski.
I know. Welcome, guys.
A lot of people call me Mr.
Mr. Joe King.
So, welcome again to the program.
Thank you.
And let us know, let the listeners know what the Marine Corps League's up to nowadays.
Well, the first thing I just want to talk about people not knowing we have a Marine Corps League. If you're a veteran...
Well, people don't even know there's a Veteran Service Office sometimes, but don't be surprised.
Right. And they all do great work. But we do veteran funerals. We have a rifle squad, honor guard. We did the flag ceremonies for the AMVETs here. This is the 250th anniversary of the Marine Corps League, the Marine Corps. So we'll have a huge Marine Corps League birthday ball this year, November 8th, and it's going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn in Palm Coast.
Oh, it's going to be up here at the Hilton Garden. Wow,
yes.
You guys are looking up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big one. It is a big one then.
Yeah. Yes. So we have rates for people that want to come in, and if you'd like tickets, if you know Marines that are their families that would like tickets, contact us. We're on Facebook now. Just look up Flagler County Marine Corps League. We're on Instagram, and then also the Department of Florida Marine Corps League. Just look up First Sergeant Burdett W. Lux Jr. Detachment, and it's Detachment 876 if you want to type in all of that. So a few things that we wanted to talk about besides the Marine Corps Ball, and I'll let Judge Advocate Joe here talk more about that, is we've done since, I believe, 2000, when did we start the JROTC, the scholarship? I believe it was...
We've done that for a few years.
Yeah, for a few years. But we have 4 $500 scholarships that we give out to hopefully future Marines or anyone that's in the JROTC program. And I'll let you speak about that.
Yeah, we give these scholarships out. Matanzas High School and Palm Coast High School both have ROTC programs. The children that are in, I say children because they're young.
Because you're old.
Yeah, 'cause I'm older. Anyway, they're mostly the seniors that we give the scholarships to. And it's not a lot of money, but every little bit helps because college is very expensive nowadays. So we go to 2 of those events for the ROTC. We give them scholarships. We also have a scholarship fund. The Marine Corps League gives a scholarship also. That is a very good program. It could be $500, $600, up to $800, and there's no requirements other than you have to go to college. There's no essays to write or anything like that. So we have tickets for those. We also are very involved with Toys for Tots. With the Realtors Association of Flagler County, they're the sponsors with Quantico. They have the sponsorship letter, and they hand out the toys. We help them. We collect the toys. We collect money because a lot of times one of the age groups will run out of toys, and they'll go buy some. If we have toys left over, we'd like to give as many as possible. I think we gave out 500 bags and garbage bags full. In other words, luckily we don't have to wrap them. But they are all brand new toys in boxes, and you'll see the collection boxes at different organizations throughout the county. It says Toys for Tots, Marine Corps League on it. So they have to be bought also by the money that's donated. So we'll go out and some of the places and do collections for cash, and then that's written to a check. It goes to the Flagler County Toys for Tots, which goes to Quantico. It's put in a Flagler County account up there, and if we need to draw on that, they can. So it's all the people that are getting the results of this, the toys, are vetted people. They have to produce birth certificates and stuff like that for the kids, because years ago we had problems with people coming from out of the county, and that's not happening anymore.
So donations made in the county stay in the county? Pretty
much so, yeah. Most of them, right. Some of them go to Quantico. We gave some toys to Putnam County last year. And
so if you have some extras and they're short, you help them out?
And we got a trailer, a U-Haul float of toys from St. Johns County. So it's a work in progress. We help each other out. But basically, most of the toys are given out here on a weekend. People just drive through and pick up the bags of toys. So that's a very good program, and it gives the parents that can't afford. A small toy nowadays, $15, $20, and
for a cheap one.
Yeah, for a cheap one. Now we don't give iPad machines or things like that out, but we do.
We gave a few bicycles out.
Yeah, a few bicycles and anything. But they have to be brand new. We have a lot of people that want to donate used ones. We can't accept them.
So there's a requirement or something like that, just a birth certificate, and I'm pretty sure before the program starts, you're going to put the word, out again. So
right. We're a little early now for it, but you got to start sometime.
Absolutely, yeah.
So once again, Toys for Tots is a big venue for us and for the county. It's very helpful. So that's some of the things we do.
Now, that's something that you guys do as the Marine Corps League.
Right.
But in other areas of the country, it's a reserve unit. It's the actual Marine Corps Reserve, right?
Yeah.
But because there's no Marine Corps Reserve here, you guys step up as a Marine Corps League and take care of it, right?
Yeah, the closest ones are Jacksonville or Orlando, and they're kind of busy. You see them advertised. We get a lot of central news here, and you'll see the ads for the Marines loading the trucks, and they're going here, they're going there. Well, we do it in Flagler County for the Marine Corps but basically for the kids.
Right.
And that's what's important.
But that's what my point is that your organization steps up and fills that need in this area.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Also, we found out that last year, Putnam County's Toys for Tots program went away for whatever reason. So this year, November 1st, we're going to have a golf tournament at the Flagler Golf Club, and it's going to
in Putnam County.
In Putnam County, and it's going to be for attempting to start a new Toys for Tots program in Putnam County. Also, we're going to try to do a.
Does Putnam County have a Marine Corps League, or you guys
No.
kind of bleed over
We're
there?
trying to take as many people. I actually, in 2022, I moved to Palm Coast from Atlanta, Georgia. Last year, July, I moved to Palaca. So I noticed all the Marines and veterans out there. So once I found out that they stopped their Toys for Tots programs, I wanted to try to help us bring one back
Reestablish it,
to right.
Yeah.
But also it's
Help the kids.
right, as a recruiting tool also. So if you're in Putnam County and you're hearing this, which you should, come talk to us. So there's no Marine Corps League out there, so we're the closest one.
Yeah, give your information
well,
again. You're on Instagram and Facebook, and
Right.
But also if you just type in Marine Corps League, it'll take you to the website, national website, or Department of Florida Marine Corps League. Then you can locate us all that way. But we also we're out of the Bunnell area, so if you go to Vet Post 104, I believe,
Ambets, yeah.
They'll give you the information also.
you have a link there.
Correct.
All right, good.
Yeah,
But also a few other things that each month we go to the Emory Bennett VA Nursing Home, and I wanted to thank Stoner's Pizza and the Wendy's for their nuggets. They donate it each month that we go.
That's the Wendy's on Old Kings Road, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yes.
And you guys been
they've
doing that a while
for
too,
few
right?
About 39 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but also just the last thing I wanted to say was we love our veterans. If you was in the Marines or the Navy Corpsman, come with us. FMF Corpsman, come with us. If you're a family, you want to talk about our civilian.
You're associate member. You can be associate member if you have anybody in your family, father, grandfather even, that wasn't attached to the Marine Corps. You're eligible to come to the meetings and join as an associate. You'll find that most of the Marines that sign up, there's no rank involved in our Marine Corps League. So even a private could be commandant eventually. So there's plenty of opportunity. Once again, we're going to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Marine Corps at the Hilton Garden Inn. We have tickets for that. There'll be a sit-down dinner. It'll run from 5 to 10 o'clock, 5 to 7, 5 to 6, will be just a social hour.
That's November 8th.
November 8th, yeah.
Now,
And-
why don't you tell them where how often you meet, where you meet, when you meet, times, and all that stuff, your regular meetings.
Yeah, we meet over at the Ambets building right now. That's right off of US 1, and we meet the third Tuesday of every month at 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You can show up and we have pizza before each meeting.
And I misspoke. It's the Ambets Post 113, and it's located at 3400 Still Street Drive in Bunnell, Florida, 32110.
And what day of the week? Or I'm sorry,
third
day of the
Tuesday.
month. Third
Yeah,
Tuesday,
third Tuesday of
at
every
6 p.m.
Correct.
But you can get there early for some pizza.
Pizza, yeah.
And also, I'd like to just shout out to you also with the DAV. I'm a member of the DAV here, and you've helped immensely. And another thing, if I may, just if you're a veteran in the area, my wife, Dr. Emily Todd, she's a chiropractor at Todd Chiropractic in Palm Coast. She gives discounts to every veteran. So I know that some that are not in the system, we have discounts and all. So we help every veteran.
All right. Well, we're down to our last minute, so I got to remind our folks that listen that no country, no state, and no community does more for veterans than the United States of America. The great and free state of Florida, the wonderful Flagler County, the lovely city of Palm Coast, and all of our beautiful beach cities. I want you to be a victor, not a victim. To be educated, not indoctrinated. And most importantly, be kind to someone today. I want to thank you, Marines, for coming in. Any final thoughts?
Just we'd like to see everybody come to the ball. We're going to have a cash bar there also. We'll have dancing afterwards, be a sit-down dinner. So it'll be quite an event.
My last word is enjoy July 4th, and also come to a meeting. You don't have to raise your right hand. It's not like going back in the Marine Corps. You can be as active as you want or inactive as you want. So,
how many pull-ups you have to do?
0.
Those days are over.
Eric?
Thank you very much again for watching our show and listening to our show if you only on the radio. And I hope to see you guys next week.
All right. Thanks for listening, and see you next week. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner